Hi, Roy Huntington. Welcome to another First Look. You know, people often say, I'm really excited to show this to you. And it's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Actually, I'm really excited to show this to you today. We've got the new Rock Island 5.0E for enhanced, and it's enhanced for a lot of reasons, which we will talk about. A couple of years ago, Rock Island brought out the first 5.0. We tested it. I shot it a lot. As a matter of fact, I still have a gun here. I've been shooting it for the last, year or year and a half at least. I absolutely love it. It's my absolutely favorite semi-auto 9mm gun. I shoot plates with it, I plink with it, I shoot targets with it. It's kind of an everyman job. If I was a competitor still, then I absolutely would use it in competition. So if you take that same basic concept of the 5.0, what they've done here is made some engineering changes, some material changes, and some sort of minor ergonomic changes, and they've created something which they call the 5.0E for enhanced. Now, you know, like the original one, this has that square barrel which runs in a cutout on the slide, and you know what? It makes such perfect sense. I have no idea why more manufacturers don't do that. It keeps mass down, it tracks securely. I mean, it really checks a lot of boxes in a lot of smart areas. So they've kept that same basic design here and then sort of built onto it. Well, the E has an optics cut. It handles just about everything you'd ever decide you need to put on a gun like this, which I like it. It comes with it, and it also has this nice cover plate if you choose to use iron sights, like I usually choose to use. They've changed the slide and barrel. They're now stainless steel, but I think one of the most important things going on is that now it's been coated with this stuff it's like a black nitride, and they call it armor lube. I've experimented with armor lube. I mean, you cannot scratch it with a pocket knife. It is absolutely astounding stuff. And it is hard, hard, hard. So you essentially end up with a gun here that's just not gonna wear out. Additional changes may seem minor at first, but they really add to the overall package. They've done some different relief cuts in the grip, and I think that enhances, there's that E, an already excellent grip. It's reminds you of a Browning high power, except I think it's even more comfortable than that and more familiar. I have about medium-sized hands. I can actually get my hands on this grip really easily. And it's got a kind of an all-weather grip texture, which isn't too aggressive, but it's aggressive enough that your hand sort of sticks to it. I really like the new work they've done with the trigger. They basically enhanced the take-up. You'll find the take-up to be just extremely smooth. It's almost invisible. I mean, you can feel the spring tension, but there's no grit, there's no drag. Then when you meet the wall, it's real distinct. And then as you continue to press through, there's that delightful 4-pound trigger pull, which frankly feels like it's a lot less than that. And they've also made the 5.0E a little easier to take down than the original one. The original model did take a little bit of finesse, and you had to have your brain on. This actually is very simple and conducive to take down for cleaning really easily. Now, they also did a lot of other small enhancements here and there, here and there. I mean, that's what happens when you let the design engineers who created this pistol have it, and you say, do what you want to do to this gun. I want it to be the best possible. And that's what you end up with. Now, a few bookkeeping chores here. It's a 4.9-inch barrel, which reminds me, I like these lightning cuts. Plus, they're nice and aggressive, and you can grab the slide and run the slide easier if you need to do that. Magazine is 17+1. It weighs 2.12 pounds, so just a little bit over 2 pounds, 32 ounces, so maybe 34 ounces, something like that. As I said before, the trigger pull, they call it a 4.5 trigger pull. This one has been testing at just about exactly 4 pounds very consistently. Now, MSRP is $19.98. And before you lose your mind and your hair catches on fire, I have to remind you of something. This is essentially a hand-built gun. This is handmade, hand-assembled, hand-tested, hand-fitted. You're not getting a gun that's stamped out on a fast production line where they're just cranking them out 500 a day. This is a very limited run gun. And so what you're ending up with here is essentially a custom built, cutting edge design, semi-automatic 9mm. And I'm here to tell you, if you took a standard 9mm and sent it to a pistol smith and said, would you upgrade this gun? You know, you're gonna be looking at $4,000 to $5,000, and you're not gonna have what you have with the 5.0E. Okay, I'm set up at about 10 yards. I've got a little plate there. I just want you to see the gun shoot. Watch how flat it recoils. There's not a lot of muzzle flip. There's no port here. So it's just the innate design of the gun, and with that low setup it has, so it sits very deep into your hand. So just watch it shoot a few times. So you can see it's like, I think I used the description, it's like a sewing machine running. It just goes bzzz. Okay, I have a silhouette target up at about 15 yards. I'm just gonna bang away at it for a minute so you can see what's going on. If I had my good glasses, I'd be able to see where we hit. Let's go look. You know, in targeting this gun, I noticed that the windage is shifted left just a little bit. And I think if I were gonna keep this gun, I would of course adjust the windage on the rear sight. So you could see I was just shooting offhand, not taking a lot of time at all, just banging away basically. And you know, at 15 yards, I've got about a 2.5, you know, maybe chasing a 3-inch group, I don't know. I have targeted this pistol from a bench at 25 yards. And if you're behaving yourself and you use the ammo that it likes best, you can chase about 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches pretty easily. And I think if you put an optic on it, you might even be able to do better than that. Also, so far, it's fired everything I put in it. Lightweight, fast, subsonic, it really doesn't matter. It eats it all up. Well, there you have it, kind of a quick first look at Rock Island's new 5.0E for enhanced, and it is enhanced. They've added quite a few features which amount to a lot of benefits from the original design. I have the original design here. I mean, frankly, they're both wonderful pistols. I would be happy to own either one or both. But if you're just looking at the market, this is certainly something to look toward. For a little bit less than $2,000, you have a gun that can basically do everything. Home defense, competition, small game handgun hunting, plinking, I mean, really, you name it, and this gun can do it. And the beauty of having a gun like this, which is essentially a custom-made gun, is that there's a lot of just pleasure in owning it. Every time you pick it up and feel the trigger, you smile. Every time you load it and feel the slide run, you smile. You know, every time you shoot and hit the target, you smile. Trust me. All right, hey, Rock Island's new 5.0E for enhanced. I recommend you take a hard look at it. See you next time.